Good morning everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. Yesterday was actually the first working cardiac arrest I attended. So instead of actually going to someone who's already dead, the crew before us was actually working on this gentleman. So what happens is that we had a Cat 1 call to a cardiac arrest work in progress. They had already shocked the gentleman and were doing compressions. So we came up as fast as we could in our DCA, and basically the gentleman had gone to a function and he collapsed and had a, we don't know if it's a heart attack or whatever, but he's always on the floor. Crew beforehand was doing compressions, had shocked him several times. We're using medications to try and bring him back. The family were next door, and I had to quickly let them know that we are trying our best for the husband and father, and went back and took over, went on the chest. The chest, when you find, if you're second crew in or first crew in, you'll notice that as you start compressions, it's quite a deep caved area, especially if the person is quite slim or quite weak in the bones. So notably there is broken bones there. So when I saw this I thought that looked horrible, but we have to carry on, so we carried on. Then the HEMS chappies came over and they had what's called a Lucas, which is a machine that is has a brace underneath the patient and a brace on top, and it has like a pump, and it basically does the work of the hand to compress. So there's no stopping, there's no pausing, there's no breath, there's no tiredness, which is a really good, but it's quite brutal in the way of its application, but it does the job. So as this Lucas was being used, the other paramedics were sorting out medication, etc. Yeah, inevitably after an hour of working on this chap, we couldn't get Rosk, we couldn't get him back. The scan on his heart, they had a little what they call it, ultrasound, which they could go underneath his rib, on his skin, have a look up into the heart, and you can see the heart, and there's one tiny little valve with electrical pulses just fluttering it every now and again, we realised that he'd gone, so they called it there after an hour of working on him. Emotionally it was quite upsetting, especially when you have to tell the family that we've tried our best and we couldn't bring him back and he was actually dead. And just the irony of the function he went to in order to then to die there was just weird. So this is going to be with me for a few days, I think. Fortunately for me, afterwards we had another call for quite a fairly normal call for picking up somebody on the floor, and then taking them to hospital. So that helped me try and keep my emotions back, and I slept better than I thought I would do last night, even though it is like 5:30 in the morning now, which has got a 6 o'clock shift today. Yeah, so it's going to take a little while to process, but you can't save everyone, and that's the horrible truth of it, is that you wish to save everyone and it's not possible, because nature in the end will dictate whether that person will be saved or not, and we have no jurisdiction over nature in that sense. Okay, so a little bit of a sombre note there. I am really feeling for the family right now, especially this time of year. There's Yuletide in a few days' time, and someone's lost a husband, someone's lost a father, and someone's lost an uncle, etc. So my thoughts with the family. Okay, take care everyone, stay safe, please don't drink too much and certainly don't drive. Okay, see you later, bye bye for now.